Hey, everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, second one today. I hope you were able to see the one that I uploaded just a couple of hours ago, but there is something I really want to tell you. It's big news. It is confirmed. There was a transcript from a podcast that was tweeted out by XRP_Stewart that confirms that Bank of America is indeed working with Ripple. Let me just play that one portion of the podcast that I think you'll find most interesting. Here, have a listen to this.
And the second one is the ability to integrate. And Derek touched on this a lot. It's not about our platform and our capabilities. It's about you as a client and the infrastructure you have and the ability for us to integrate, whether that's with platforms and capabilities that we built or partnerships that we have with the likes of Ripple or Swift. These are fintechs that we're partnering with. They've come through all of our rigor of legal and compliance, and we're able to leverage our banking as a platform to deliver that to you.
Wow. If it gives you goosebumps, it should. Okay. Moving along to just a little bit of other interesting take on an on-demand liquidity partner of Ripple. I want to just first explain that there's no surprise that Mobile Payments Today had an article that the demand for real-time payments is rising amid our world's pressure right now. And the global situation has placed enormous pressure to access funds immediately. So that's not so surprising, but what was surprising is that real-time payments are expected to surge according to a report by the ACI over the next 5 years, compound annual growth rate of 23%, with more than 1 trillion transactions. Wow. And the BIS, they distributed a new bulletin. That bulletin is just from a couple of days ago. And the takeaway here is that looking ahead, the global situation could speed up the shift towards digital payments. And looking a little deeper into an actual user of Ripple's ODL, the on-demand liquidity for digital payments, which uses XRP, it brought me to a company, of course, that is Osimo, but it also led me to one of the biggest multilateral financial institutions in the world, the European Investment Bank. And it is quite interesting that on the 4th of February, they announced a 20 million euro venture debt deal to accelerate Osimo's R&D and scale up their payments platform. That's like 21 million US dollars. And citing in this announcement, you can see that the investment bank believes that they are a game changer, not only for the market, but first and foremost for the people who, thanks to them, save money and time. And that the digital players who use this new technology to increase speed and drive down the cost, they are disrupting the industry and winning market share. So it shouldn't surprise you that B of A is joining the Ripple rails. And I can tell you, XRP will be coming. The cost reductions are championed by the United Nations also in their sustainable developmental goals. And first, though, let's look at what a venture debt deal is really quick. It's a type of financing to venture-backed companies that need funding or capital for them to grow their business. And this is done usually because they don't have significant assets to use as collateral. So they will give up some rights to purchase equity in the company to compensate the lender because it's a little bit higher risk. It's very commonplace for entrepreneurial companies to do this so that they can achieve their next milestone. So this company, Osimo, that's headquartered in London with offices in Poland and Amsterdam, yeah, there's Amsterdam again, was just also chosen because it passed the carbon footprint assessment. And I think this is going to be more and more important and play into decisions that are made in business the closer we get to these sustainable goals that have been outlined from the United Nations. They have outlined actually 17 areas of focus with targets. And in the 10th goal, it is the 10-point C. They want by 2030 to reduce the cost of remittances for migrant workers to be less than 3% and eliminate remittance corridors with costs that are higher than 5%. So they're really serious. And Osmo right now is charging less than 3%. So it's a business model with innovative technology that is by design. So it is well positioned to achieve this. All right, everybody. Yeah, I'm jumping to the fluff already. I already had comments that my last video didn't really have fluff. Well, it maybe didn't, because I did talk about some things that are coming from Japan, but I was in a little bit of a hurry to try to do 2 videos for you today. I'm breaking them up just because I think it's a lot easier to digest in smaller amounts. Okay, let's go to some crazy fluff today. I want to talk about host and hostess clubs in Japan. These are establishments that are part of what's called the Mizu Shobai business, literally water trade business. It's the nighttime entertainment business. And the host clubs are for female customers. So there's host and hostess, but I want to focus on the host clubs in this particular video. It has the customer base of pretty much all females, and they pay to be in the company of these male employees. The first host club actually opened in Tokyo in 1966, and Tokyo now has an estimated 200. Well, I don't know if that number is going to stick with the current pressures that they are receiving due to the environment, but it is also a business that if you do come to Japan and you want to visit them, whether you're a gentleman going to a hostess club or a woman going to a host club, be prepared. They're expensive. You'll need to pay to go to a host club somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 to $600 just for a few hours to drink and flirt. And the hosts are generally young, but some successful, popular guys can go well into their 30s and 40s. And it's a very tough job, actually, highly competitive. And it's hard on your health, too. So this is a district that you see here in this photograph. It's in Tokyo, in Shinjuku, and it's called Kabukicho. And you can probably find half of those 200 male host clubs in this district. But unfortunately now, oh gosh, really sad to see this. It's a ghost town, and it's been that way since the middle of March. When it was lively, there was a club called Fate, and this is one of the 21 clubs that are actually under the same management of a charismatic guy by the name of Sho Futsuki, and he's a big club owner, and he has this talent for really making this business successful. So all the clubs have their unique taste, look, and feel about them, and you can see in this lineup that these boys are some of the most popular ones, and many of them do look quite young, don't they? But they also try to keep that youthful appearance too. Let me introduce you to the #1 host in Kabukicho. This is Roland. Roland is quite something. He debuted at the age of 20. He's now 26, and he has turned his popularity into a multi-million-dollar business. yeah, he has the energy to stay on top. And I can show you, this is kind of gives you an idea how big he is. This is a Subway where he appears on an ad of a very popular drink. So this advertisement is just one of the ways he has turned his popularity into a business. But he just didn't stop there. Let me just see if I can take you to this. He is amazing. He has a lot more than just t-shirts and mugs. He has his own line of makeup. He has his own line of tea. He has his own line of leather accessories, massage oils, even hair products. Yet he has made it big time. But unfortunately, the club that he worked at closed on March 1st. And a lot of the hosts and hostesses are picking up their business and moving out of Tokyo to survive. And they are headed to Nagoya. Nagoya is one of the prefectures that didn't fall under that state of emergency. So I'm not judging anything. I just know that people are going to do what they need to do to survive. And I just wish them all really the very best. And I hope they can stay healthy. All right, everybody, do take care. Sayonara for now. Bye-bye.